guys, so I'm back 8 hours later. Don't know what's happened with my FPS, they've degraded quite drastically. Just close everything else I'm not using to see if that helps a bit. But anyway, so we're currently overhead Wallasey. Actually, if I get rid of that and I get rid of the weather radar, that should help a bit. Weather radar, it's off apparently. Well, it's not, but okay. I'm just going to switch myself. Anyway, so we're just overhead Wallasey, 80 miles to go to Honolulu. So if we just look at the flight plan, I just inserted 27 right at Heathrow. Should have the ILS in the rad nav page. Yeah, we do, which is what 109.9. Of course, no, we don't. G56 isn't right. We'll just check on here. This doesn't, for some reason, have SIDS. 27 right is 110.3 and of course a 275. So I'll just quickly insert that in the rad nav page, which is 110.30. Yeah, it's /110.30. There we go. Okay, apparently it doesn't have that in the database. It should change when we get closer in. I was planning to go pretty much visually from there on. I'll just show you the rest of the route in terms of... There's a discontinuity there because obviously we don't have a SID, so I'm just going to radar vector myself around. But the ILS 27 right approach. So we're going to start our descent now. Initially we'll just drop down to 22,000. And we're just descending throttle idle mode. Speed has to be slightly different though, because I can't fly that slowly. It's very difficult to manipulate this actually. We'll just descend to 260 knots, which is a slightly slower descent rate than probably I would like, but I can deal with it. Sorry about the fact that my anti-aliasing seems to have gone to pot. GPS primary, okay. No, I mustn't have initialised that side. Did. Anyway. So I'm actually quite liking this sim model. It's very basic because it doesn't include things like the meta update pages on here, which the JAR design models do include. The south of England isn't flooded, just for some reason it won't render in scenery that's more than about 10 miles away. And actually, I will probably be doing more explained videos though, because at the minute it feels like I've expanded all of the FSX videos, so spoilers are on now, that I can do for a bit, because I don't know where, obviously, I'm struggling for ideas for where to go next. Okay, transponder's gone off in the cruise for some reason. TARA, I'm just going to squat 2. Yeah, this would be completely unsuitable for that since I can't change my squat code. Yeah, I'm actually quite a good position right now. Which, as long as we've got everything and we can see everything, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, that weather is still showing. I'm trying to make it not show. No point going into plan mode. You can zoom out even further. It's still got Dean Cross tuned in. No. Dean Cross, we didn't even go anywhere near Dean Cross and it's tuned it. Also the chronograph, I accidentally double clicked it when I was somewhere over Greenland, so it reset itself. So we don't actually know exactly how long we spent en route, but we can determine it from sometimes. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule because I think scheduled landing time was about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and it's currently 20 to 2, so that's not bad. I've forgotten where this there. Sorry, 20 past 1, so even earlier than I thought. Honolulu. Honolulu is obviously going to be one of our waypoints, then we vector out, because we can't get the SIDS, or the stars, I should say. So I'm going to have to look into that, because that's quite frustrating. Red nav. I'm wondering why that isn't changing. It's probably still on the frequency for the ILS at what do you call it? Vancouver. But anyway. Pretty low fuel burn figures right now. We are landing about on fuel well, actually with a little bit more fuel than we anticipated. So final reserve is 2.5 tons, we've got 2.5 tons extra reserve to take us off to Stansted, if needs be. Okay, wow, that anti-aliasing. The anti-aliased though. Anyway, the aircraft's very, very pretty, I think. Okay, I'm just going to go back inside now. And seatbelt signs. No smoking. For some reason, the aircraft completely reconfigures itself in the cruise. If you go away from it for a bit, it starts pushing buttons. Also, we can start the APU up because I'm kind of in one of those positions where I prefer to have my APU started nice and early on. I will try and get a video out to you guys before well, pretty soonish, of the A330 flying, but yeah. 2 uploads a day is probably going to mean I'm not as far ahead of schedule as I'm thinking it will be. It's a very nice descent right there. A little bit stormy. Just checking the mic is on. Yes, it is. If I touch the mic, it makes that weird sound. Okay, also I'd brakes to be medium because I can't actually set max because max is like RTO. We can look at doors. Doors should all be closed. Yep, they are. That's good. Good to hear. Gross weight still 122 tons, which reminds me. Perf. Approach. Soki on HS1. It's 29902 even, because it's an American-based aircraft, so we use which is Mercury. Temperature was 14 degrees. Winds are calm. Transition altitude is 6,000. In this descent. Visual approach speed, wow, that's slow at 116 knots. And our decision height is 95 feet. 100 feet apparently, I can't judge so nicely. VAPP is 116 knots, that's slow. Yeah, that's that initialized. Yeah, we've got about 6 minutes to get to Honolulu now. But I think what we can actually do is we can just increase our range again. It's actually a straight line from Honolulu to the runway. So I'm going to cut the recording here, and we'll see you all when we get closer to Heathrow. Well, I'd like to be, but... Okay, so, hello guys, we're back. We're now... Okay, there was a slight boo-boo with the sim, and it crashed. So we're now just going to do a visual landing into Heathrow. From, well, on a downwind on runway 27 right as we were before. That's 260 knots.
Captain, the passengers are revolting. They're banging on the walls. They're jumping.
Okay, now that the first officer's been shut up. Okay, so just turning around, just going to aim it at Heathrow. Heathrow, by the way, is where the cursor is on the ND. We can just turn and follow the river, basically. Yeah, as I say, apologies for the fact that it's not as nice as it was meant to be, but, you know, you have to put up and deal with it, basically, right now. Because I've spent the last 8 hours trying to film this. And it's just going wrong after wrong after wrong. I'm definitely not spending 16 hours filming it all over again. Okay, so Heathrow should just be on the nose there. It's 10 miles away. There you go.
Captain, the engines won't take you.
So, we're on about 7.5 mile final now. Airport will be coming into view shortly. I suppose we shouldn't be configured this early on in the approach, but I don't really care. For some reason we've got 52 tons of fuel on board. Let me just quickly correct that. There's the aerodrome. Aerodrome's down there on the left. Just visual manoeuvring now. Slight correction. Okay guys, so sorry about that. I just have to edit that. Okay, so we're now visual on the aerodrome, near enough a 5 mile final now. So we can start with our VREF, which is going to be 135 knots, which is a bit faster than it was before, but we can deal with that. 134 even. Okay, I'm just going to take some air brake, because we are a little bit on the high side right now. So you can see the aerodrome. We're just going to do a manoeuvre visually for landing. We are too high if we want an ILS, but for the fact that we're visually manoeuvring right now makes it all okay. Spoilers are now fully deployed. I'm just going to quickly visually. Yeah, there we go. Try and use the hat switch to get us back in position. Anyway, so I'm just going to pick a visual landmark on the ground. I'm actually picking that tree there, and then going to turn right to finals. I'd love to know what that bleep is. It's been happening for ages now. I suppose someone will tell me in the comment section. Maybe the person that's causing them. But yeah. Again, just keeping that tree in the same point on the screen, and we are quite fast now. But when we turn right again to line up, we'll be sorted out basically. So I'm just going to come left and right. Full control deflection actually. Spoilers are in. Descent rate comes back to a slightly more normal one. 27 right is the near side runway. I know most of you probably have worked that one out by now, but better off me telling you than you not knowing. Okay, so it's actually, I'm surprised by how much my gear gone back up again. I can't tell with this aircraft whether the gear's up or down. It's quite frustrating. Alright, so it was up. That's why we were so low on the drag. Okay, and we're still indicating high, but we can make it down now, because now that we've got the extra drag from the gear. There we go. Spoilers retracted. Spoilers in. Aiming for the touchdown zone. Aiming for a reasonably quick vacate. For some reason auto brake came off there, so I'm just going to go auto brake low. I did arm it before I actually started capturing, but AO. So auto brake's low now. A little bit of control flickering. 134 knots touchdown speed. Quite nice actually. We're not going to use reverses because we are just too pointlessly slow for reverses right now. Speed mode, yep, that's engaged. I will try and make a video with the A350, just as I say, there's no flight planning utilities for it. And I don't know how much fuel I need, and I don't want to take like ridiculously large amounts of fuel. But I did a flight yesterday where I got a bit lost with it, so I'm definitely not risking it just to flight on that sim with it yet. Okay, that's the touchdown zone, just flaring, and throttle comes to idle. And we're down. Nose wheel down. Braking. Hello? Brakes. They got brake supply. Spoilers should have come up there. I can't reverse because it'll just apply full power again. Yep, it does. Okay, that might have been a mistake. You can see what the brakes are doing. They're doing something ridiculous. Right, we're just going to take this left. For some reason the auto brake didn't apply. So we're going for this stand straight in front of us, the first HSBC gate. Okay, auto brakes can come off. Spoilers can retract. Flaps can be selected fully up. And we're coming into the stand. Okay, a few more things. Landing light off, strobe light off, and everything else stays on. APU's started already. Because I knew it was going to be a short taxi, and so I just did that there. Okay, flight director's off. And the aircraft stopped for some reason. And that's me hitting the mic again, sorry. Yeah, it's the ground's still a bit wet because it was raining just before I started the capture. Those things there, apparently they're massive ULD storage racks. So if you've got basically any spare ULDs, just go on there. It's pretty cool if you ask me. my my rudder axis is actually mapped to just the steering tiller now, not even the rudder, so I get maximum steering authority. It's still absolutely terrible authority in terms of steering. Unless you get it down about 1 knot, then it turns in its own wheelbase, which is pretty cool. Okay, whoa. And now I'm just going to position my camera so I get left to roughly abeam the average. Because I'm on the right stance. Terminal 5 for some reason isn't here anymore. Isn't with us. Rip Rooney. Okay. English. English? Hello? Sorry, it's been a long day, guys. So we'll get left one and beam that down, or that average. There we go. The average doesn't work, but that's us now on stand. So I'm going to quickly go into cockpit command view. Parking brake is set. And oops, back down at the bottom, not looking up yet. APU, we're just going to confirm that it's actually started. There we go. Engine 1 off, engine 2 off. Okay, and beacon light comes off. And we can then just go into here, and actually we can't open doors through that anymore with this one. And welcome to London, folks. So the passengers are now disembarking, they're climbing through windows and that kind of thing. So as I say, it's been quite an emotionally long flight, about 9 hours total time en route, and that was leaving Vancouver. It's weird that the night time as well, because the night on this trip actually lasted about 5 minutes. Well, a bit more than that, but you know what I mean. But we saw some nice aurora borealis. I can't remember if I managed to record that or not. But anyway, folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.